Hey everyone, my name's Joedor and we are here. This is going to be week number 4 of the UBL, the Ultimate Battle League, and this is going to be a really fun match. It's going to be up against Joedor, and we've never actually battled him, so this is a super exciting time. I really think this is a really crazy matchup, and I don't have any idea what's about to happen. I do think he absolutely has a matchup advantage against me. At the very least, it was incredibly difficult for me to prepare for everything that he has. He has so many crazy threats and threats that really complement each other and deal with each other's weaknesses. So it was a really difficult balancing act for me. And like I said, I still don't know what I'm doing in this matchup, but I think it's going to be a situation where a lot of it's going to be determined in team preview and just what he doesn't decide to bring, what he does decide to bring. We see the Nihilego, the ZYGARDE, Tangrowth, Komala, Houndoom, and Tornadus. Okay, so let's see. What does that mean he doesn't have? No Florges, no Bronzong. Wow, no Bronzong is insane. I guess he knew that with the Bronzong there, I wouldn't be able to bring my Diancie comfortably. But yeah, wow. Wow. Okay. No Rabombi, which is wild. Again, no Florges. I don't know if I mentioned that. No Slowking, no Rotom. So actually, Garchomp EQ is relatively free, and I need to not forget to take a screenshot right now. Okay, what's a good lead in this situation? Part of me just feels like Nidoqueen is a lead here. Maybe Swellow. Maybe just Garchomp. Actually, maybe the Meloetta. I feel like a... yeah, Meloetta lead doesn't seem bad here. I'm going to lead with the Meloetta. And no Bronzong means that Hyper Voice is going to be relatively free. However, Ghost CMZ Shadow Ball is going to be a pretty much non-issue for him, but yeah, Bronzong was really the only thing stopping Meloetta from just spamming moves. I almost brought a Scarfed Meloetta for that reason, but actually no, Psyshock would be the spammable move in this situation. Out comes a Meloetta. He leads off with the Nihilego, I believe it is. And yeah, this is as good of a leading off matchup as I can have here. It honestly makes me want to U-turn because I don't feel like there's any way he stays in. My Meloetta almost certainly... my Meloetta does so much damage with Psyshock. Nihilego. Let's see just a no-bulk Nihilego. Oh my god, Psyshock destroys a Nihilego here. I could U-turn as he goes into Houndoom, probably, most likely. I think the best play has to be to click U-turn. Just stays in and goes for Stealth Rock. Wow. Okay. It is an opportunity for me to go into Garchomp here. I didn't notice any item. We possibly see leftovers in just a second. But I just want to go into Garchomp right now. This could be an opportunity for Stealth Rock on my Garchomp right now. Let me see here. Iron Head actually probably takes this thing out. Iron Head was pretty much just for the Florges and the Rabombi, to be fair. This started out as an Assault Vested Garchomp, but it ended up not being that. So let me see here. Obviously, Tornadus is super obvious. I am Yachi Berry, so rocks are pretty free. I'm just going to click Stealth Rock here. Let's go for the Hidden Power Ice. There's the Yachi Berry. We will get up rocks. Does just under half. And it could be a moment to just go into Blastoise here. It could be a moment to just go into Blastoise here. Blastoise has a little bit less to do. It is a max defensive Assault Vested Blastoise. And honestly, part of me just wants to click Dragon Tail on my Blastoise. Assuming he might switch out. I don't know. Let me see here. My Blastoise up against Nihilego. Scald only does about a third, but he just goes for the Sludge Wave. I feel like Joedor is going to be the dude who just clicks Stealth Rocks, assuming that I'm going to spin them away. Well, no, he gets first call anyway because he outspeeds me, so I can just Scald here. Yeah, I'm going to just click Scald. There's the Power Gem. As I do get the Scald off. That does a lot more than I would have expected. And we do get the burn. But knowing that he went for Power Gem, does that open up anything? Potentially opens me up to go into the Nidoqueen here. Potentially would open up a Nidoqueen play here. But would I realistically be able to Rapid Spin against anything? I believe I would outspeed the Komala, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and the Tangrowth, I suppose. Let me think here. I probably just misplayed my Blastoise pretty darn hard here. I just got so thrown off by him staying in on my Meloetta. Like, that could have been an instant KO right here, right now. Especially judging how much that Scald did. It's bananas. That's bananas, honestly. I'll just stay in, let him take me out. And I can revenge him with pretty much anything. Actually, I have to revenge him with Swellow because, however, it does give me the freest of, Flame War pops on my Swellow, which is the huge mistake that I made last time. But Swellow here should be fine. Swellow here should be absolutely fine. And now I get to see what he goes into. Potentially, I'm not sure what he would go into. My Swellow just has a pretty decent time in this matchup. Goes into the ZYGARDE, but even here, even if he Dragon Dances, Facade does well over half, and giving up Swellow for this, that much damage onto ZYGARDE, just stays in, goes for Outrage. So it is a Scarfed ZYGARDE. It's a Scarfed ZYGARDE. What does that mean for me? My Nidoqueen eats an Outrage, goes for the Ice Beam, and threatens a KO. I think I have to go into Nidoqueen. This thing is Scarfed, and that's really not good. This is a Shuckaberry Nidoqueen, but this Nidoqueen might just beat me. Or this ZYGARDE might just beat me. We should take a hit decently fine unless I get crit right now. Yeah, we take a hit okay. And he does get confused. We know he's not weakness policy or anything like that, but we will get to see how much this Ice Beam does. We do okay. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. I think it might have been somewhat of a roll, but it should have done minimum 90%-ish, assuming no bulk, which being Scarfed, I have to assume at this point. However, my team in general is a lot significantly slower than his at the moment, which is a concern. It's definitely a concern right now. So what plays does he have? His two big threats are gone. He still has the Tornadus. Tornadus could come in and just Hurricane or Air Slash. Air Slash probably takes me out from my range. Actually, no, I'm at about, what, 40%? I forgot where my HP was at, but... does go into the Tangrowth. So I don't want to get beat by an offensive Tangrowth here, although I do have to know... Actually, no, he has to have come in to try to EQ me. He has to have. I don't believe that Power Whip. After seeing how much damage that did, I have a lot of trouble believing that he has confidence that Power Whip takes me out. Yeah, he knows Power Whip does not take me out. So, I think he's banking on Earthquake taking me out. Earthquake without Shucka does a slight bit more, and I have to imagine that's what he's banking on. Although, if he's max attack, which I believe he's brought before, if he's decently offensive, then he has a chance with Power Whip, but I feel like he wouldn't risk it. Fire Blast is slightly more than Ice Beam, which I feel like I have to risk in this moment. Yeah, let's click Fire Blast. Let's see what happens. Oh, we outspeed, which is neat. Oh, I feel like he might have crept me, which I did attempt to creep his creep. I did ever so slightly attempt to creep his power creep. Or speed creep, I should say. He does see my Shucka, and he will see that we take it. Now's a moment where he knows that he has the obvious Houndoom switch in because... He has the very obvious Houndoom switch in because I revealed Fire Blast, and he can get the free Regenerator off. And I could just Earthquake. I brought Earthquake specifically for the Nihilego, but regardless, before Mega Evolving, Earthquake onto regular Houndoom has a chance to KO, even though I believe I'm a negative attack nature, which is kind of what I was making on with the Nihilego in particular. But I feel like that's the play that I have to make. I feel like I have to make the ballsy play right now. I feel like he did speed creep me, and I put 20 EVs into speed specifically to creep his creep. I feel like I have to make that. I have to have balls and make that play. I feel like I have to have balls and make that play. I'm gonna click EQ. He withdraws. Do we see the Houndoom? We have to see Houndoom. I don't know what that is. No. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's not ideal. It is a leftovers Tornadus. However, knowing that, I know that this this thing is going to be pretty helpful against the Tangrowth later on. So it honestly makes me want to go out into Meloetta here. Tornadus. I don't want to just give up this thing for free when it handles the Tangrowth and forces a 50-50 play onto the Houndoom. But man, if I'd gone for Ice Beam was incredibly free, and that would have done over half. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. My best play would have to be to go into this dang Meloetta. This is nerve-wracking. Goes for the Hurricane. We are decently defensive. Oof. That's a crit. Yikes. Okay, that's not great. That's actually pretty darn bad. I feel like popping Go Z does the most damage. Does the most damage to Tornadus if he stays in. If he goes into the Houndoom, then Hyper Voice would do more damage. Actually, is that right? Because if Houndoom... Yeah, I was kind of hoping that that Houndoom would still take enough damage to make the Never-Ending Nightmare worth it, but I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I feel like I just have to click Hyper Voice here. I'm gonna just click Hyper Voice here. Goes for a taunt. Okay, so not letting me Calm Mind, which is a totally fair play. But this will give me this Tornadus. What item? Oh yeah, I'm Ghosty. That's right. But I went through so many items trying to come up with my Meloetta. It started out as I was really torn between narrowly avoid being taken out. It started Scarfed, and then I went to Assault Vest, and then I ultimately went to Go Z, because the Bronzong was just such a big pain. Goes into the Komalo. Okay, I forgot the Komalo is here, but it's gonna do a very huge amount of damage. Or no, it's gonna eat it pretty well. Let's be honest. Oof. Okay. I'm gonna get Sucker Punched right now, but I can't do anything. I can't switch out. I can't switch out, and I'm taunted, so I can't do anything about getting Sucker Punched. What I can do is I can set up... Oh no, he doesn't Sucker Punch. Interesting, so it gives up the Komala. But now I feel like my Lodic just wins. Right? Doesn't my Lodic win? He can U-turn, which is, I guess, fine. He'll get himself a little bit healthier. But he's going to have to reveal what he goes into first, and I would have to imagine if it's the Tangrowth, then I go into Nidoqueen. If it's the Houndoom, then I go into my Lodic. It's that simple. It's that simple. But honestly, the Houndoom probably has... The Houndoom probably has Sunny Day to counter my Lodic. My only play is to go into this thing and click Ice Beam. I don't think I've even revealed Ice Beam, have I? I've only clicked Fire Blast and Earthquake so far, I believe. However, I believe Houndoom beats me. HPI's Houndoom beats me. I'd have to wear it down with multiple Pokemon, but it's gonna... Sunny Day is too good on it. Sunny Day, Fire Blast. There's the Ice Beam. We do take it out. Okay, decent. That's a crit. Oh no, I really hope that didn't matter. I really hope that didn't matter. I don't think it did. I mean, judging on that Fire Blast damage from earlier, it seems unlikely, but I guess you never know. I guess you never know. My only play is to click Earthquake. My only play is to click Earthquake. I don't even have Earth Power. I have heckin' Earthquake. Again, there's a very decent possibility that my Lodic wins here. But goes for the Dark Pulse, just takes me out. The worst thing I could do is go into Garchomp. I have to go my Lodic. And from here, let me see something. Let me see something. Houndoom. Because here's the thing, right? I have to believe that he would set up Sunny Day right now to try and Solar Beam me. I might not beat this Houndoom at all. Because if he sets up the Sunny Day now... If he sets up the Sunny Day now, the best play would have to be to Dragon Tail to make him switch back in on rocks one more time. If he doesn't click Sunny Day, I will be blown away. I could be choking the match by if he does anything but click Solar Beam, Sunny Day right now, but Sunny Day just makes so much sense. It halves the damage from my Milotic, and it gives him access. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna be able to click Dragon Tail and get a whole lot of damage for free now. Except I miss. Okay. Except I miss. My Flame War pops. And I'm gonna click Dragon Tail. No matter what happens, it's probably the best play. Goes for Taunt. Doesn't even matter. I guess he expected me to recover, but I can just click Dragon Tail. And now I can hold my ground and probably just click Scald. Destiny Bond. Okay. Now it's just a 1v1, and he probably has HP Ice. That's probably why he did all this, because he probably has HP Ice. Never even had the Sunny Day, which is bananas to me. Bananas to me. Alright, so let's see. I could have clicked Dragon Tail again. Dragon Tail would have... He risked me clicking Dragon Tail again, which... Alright. If I lose this, then I lose this. All he has to do is click Hidden Power Ice, and I'm pretty positive he wins. Because I already popped Yachi Berry. Man. Oh, I don't even take him out with any move I have at this point. It doesn't matter. I lose. I don't even have Stone Edge. We do take a Hurricane, so I guess he can miss a Hurricane. But it looks like he takes an Iron Head either way. He has to hit a Hurricane, I guess. No, he can just U-turn. That's a frustrating way to lose. That's a pretty darn frustrating way to lose. I don't know. That's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back really, really soon with more UBL and more MPL, more ICBA, more other stuff. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be once again out.